I'm Steve Pistillo from P2 Automation. In this video, we're going to talk about one of my favorite process flows that we developed for one of our larger clients. This client has locations all over the country, and they also have a CRM system that is connected to the ERP system, as well as the marketing engine, as I like to call it. So it's important for the data to be accurate. One way they keep the data accurate is they have a point person, and her title is Master Data Manager. Every major change to a customer record in the CRM needs to go through the Master Data Manager. For example, if a new customer needs to be set up, that goes through the Master Data Manager. Or if an address changes, sure, it's easy to just change it, but that change needs to be made in the accounting system as well. And it needs to be verified. So that goes through the Master Data Manager. So how do we manage all this? We do it with the change request process. And it's very simple for a salesperson or any user really to request a change. They would start on the account screen and click Change Request. And as I mentioned, there are different types, so they would select that change request type here. Is it a name or address change, salesperson, inside or outside, payment terms, and down the line. For customer setups, there are actually multiple types. When they select that first type, the appropriate information appears. So in this case, you want to change the address. So this is the from, this is the to. So you may not want to change everything on the address. You just want to change the PO box, let's say. Or let's say the change request is just inside salesperson. This is the inside salesperson, and who do you want to change it to? You would pick that person from this list here. Customer setups, let's say they're a credit. Here's the information we need. So the system is smart enough to give the user the exact information, nothing more, nothing less than they're looking for when the baton, as I call it, is in their hand. So at the beginning, this is the information we need to gather. And as this change request progresses down the line, additional information will be requested, and that person would see that information on their screen. For example, here's a change request that was submitted for a new customer setup that wants to pay by credit card. And this one went through the entire process, and you could see all the information that was gathered. The name, their DBA, the account number. So the Master Data Manager actually entered this into the accounting system, received the number and typed it in here. It's not automated just yet, so it's manual, but that's how the process is handled. Here's a link to their credit card application. So we use DocuSign for this customer, so the process actually saves the signed document automatically into a folder and puts a link right here. So it's easy to find. When did that happen? That's entered here. And then a copy of the purchase order and the requested payment terms. So by the time this request landed in the credit department's lap, for example, all the information they needed to approve or reject this customer is right here at their fingertips. Here's an example of a new customer setup that was going to pay in advance, CIA, cash in advance. So we did not need a credit application, but we do need to see a copy of the purchase order. We need to know who the salespeople are. We need a place to enter the account number. So just that information appears, nothing else. And like our other business processes that we've set up for clients, we have a timeline so everybody knows who did what and when. In this case, we even track how many days the process stayed in a particular person's hands before they moved it on. And lastly, any user can go into the change request board and see where their requests are at any given time. So if a customer's waiting for approval, they know who to call to see if they can push the process along. And the Master Data Manager would actually see every request so she can keep the ball moving before anybody even asks. If you'd like our help automating your business process, reach out to us today at www.p2automation.com and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.